Hello, I'm Taiya Wright, live on the Silverhawk News. I'm here to bring back to the American citizens of 2012 the shocking stories of the Great Depression, which we all know started in 1929 and ended in the mid-1930s. Today, I'm going to interview Lillian Murray, my great-grandmother, who was born on September 29, 1922. We will hear about all of the problems that she faced during this very difficult time. A little bit of background knowledge before I get started with the interview is a few causes of the stock market crash. The first cause is that 1,300 banks failed in the 1920s, and some factories didn't reproduce, just stopped reproducing, so then they just simply closed. Another cause of the stock market crash of 1920 was the end results of World War I and the worldwide global policies of the 1920s. One of the results of the stock market crash of 1920 was that people lost their jobs, and it was a really big struggle just to get food on the table. Another result of the stock market crash of 1920 was that women had to start making clothes that they would have bought before because they lost so much money. And I'm going to talk about President Roosevelt's New Deal plan to improve the economy during the Great Depression and 4 of the programs that he used to improve the economy. The first program that I'm going to talk about is the AAA, also known as the Agricultural Adjustment Act. This act was designed to help farmers get the same wages that they had during World War I because crop prices had decreased drastically. The second act that I'm going to talk about is the NIRA, also known as the National Industrial Recovery Act. This act was designed to help businesses raise prices, control reproduction, and get people back to work. The third act I'm going to talk about is the CCC, also known as the Civilian Conservation Corps. This act was designed to help young white men get into work. They had to be between the ages of 17 and 25. They usually worked in reforestation, park and road construction, flood control, and other projects. An example of one of these men is Robert Simmons. The last act that I'm going to talk about is the TVA, also known as the Tennessee Valley Authority. This act had the power to sell electricity and fertilizer to promote flood control and land reclamation. This was a public corporation, according to Chapter 24. Alright, I'm going to start off asking, what kind of food do you remember eating every day whenever you were during this time?
Oh, it was Haley, Taya, it was all soul food.
Really?
My dad had a garden, and whatever he grew, we had chicken, and we had cows.
Mm-hmm.
So it was not no steak and baked potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
It was just all carrots and green beans, corn.
So I guess you kind of just got sick of that after a while?
No, not really.
Oh.
No,
You,
no, I call it soul food.
oh.
No, it wasn't fried. It was boiled and creamed.
Okay.
My mom would, her favorite way of fixing string beans was to saute an onion and then put some flour in there and get the flour nice and brown and then add water and salt and pepper and then throw the green beans in there.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Alright, then I'm asking, what was life like? How did life change after after money started going down and stuff?
Really, it never changed too much because we never had a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
During the Depression, my dad did lose his job, and my mom took in foster children
Mm-hmm.
to supplement the income. And like I said, and then we had the garden where we had our vegetables, and so things never did change really because we never had a whole lot to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And when
Mm-hmm.
And when my dad brought home the first paycheck, he gave me 15 cents to go to the store and get a half a pint of ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom cut it in 4 pieces, and we sat around the radio listening to Gracie Allen and George Burns and ate our ice cream.
Oh, really? So I guess that was a good time.
Oh yeah, So, and then, after the Depression, we still didn't have a whole lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
but we got along. We were happy.
Oh, that was good. And how was school like during the Depression?
Just like it is today. It
Mhm.
wasn't any different.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it was different. Oh, well, it was different, yeah, because we had nuns.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and there's nuns, and yes, I mean, there was no hanky-panky like there is today. Oh, yeah. All the kids behaved themselves. Yeah. You probably got to eat when you got home. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you never went home and said, the teacher did this or that, because you would get punished twice.
Oh. And then I think my last question is how long did it take for life to kind of change back after the Depression? Just in general.
I don't know. I guess it would take like 5 to 10 years where things started to, feel good.
Mm-hmm. And then I guess your mom just did she just stay home, like kind of like a housewife, and then
Yeah. Most women didn't work back then. They all stayed home.
Mm-hmm.
And did the cooking and baking.
Mm-hmm.
My mom did. She would bake bread twice a week. On Saturday, she would make bread and coffee cake, and on Wednesday, she would just make bread, 6 loaves of bread.
Mm-hmm.
Never did go to the grocery store to buy bread or coffee cake.
Oh. Well.
And then too, my mom in the summertime did all the canning. She would bake 100 jars of tomatoes, 100 jars of string beans, 100 jars of red beets, 100 jars of pickles. There'd be pickles, and so I mean, we mostly had everything in the house, and we didn't have to go to the store, because there was no grocery stores like there are today. Big grocery stores. There'd just be a little corner store, a little grocery store on a corner here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And no supermarkets like there are today.
Mm-hmm.
About what your dad built down in the basement for your mom. Oh, my dad built cabinets all around the basement for her canned goods.
Mm-hmm. And did you like work in the garden with your dad, or what do you do? Like, what do you do during your free time?
What did I do in my free time?
Mm-hmm.
Play with the neighborhood kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we would. Well, I'll tell you, he had a flower garden. He loved flowers, along with his vegetables. And on Saturday, I would have to go and pick the weeds out of the zinnias.
Mm-hmm. We had no television, and if we Mhm.
Jump rope, play jacks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then, I guess my last question is, what did you do for transportation?
Walk.
Just walked.
Walked.
Mhm. Was there no cars back then?
No cars.
Mhm.
A bicycle? I didn't get a bicycle until I was almost in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, you walked, and I mean, the closest bus line was 6 blocks away, so that was a long walk.
Mhm.
But I mean, there was a Woolworth store that if we needed something, then we'd go to the dime store, but we had to walk.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
Okay. Did you record this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mom said that when you went down the basement, it looked like a grocery store.
Oh.
Hundreds and hundreds of candy. Oh yeah. I'm just trying to think. It was sauerkraut. That
Mhm.
was another one. Yeah. Green beans, red beets, tomatoes, sauerkraut. Is there another vegetable? Oh, zucchini. No, she didn't do zucchini. I don't even think zucchini was in kohlrabi. No, she never, the kohlrabi was just mostly eaten raw, as far as I know.
Mhm.
But, and then pickles. I mean, bread and butter pickles, dill pickles, sweet pickles. Pickle relish. Yeah. So, yeah. But like I said, we didn't starve and we had a happy life. I mean, even though we didn't have a lot, we were happy.
That's good. Yeah. The textbooks makes it seem like, the Great Depression was like really bad and everything. I guess that's not the case for you guys.
I guess it was bad for some people, but like I said, we had food on the table because my dad made a garden.
Mhm.
And so, and she was young, so she probably didn't feel it as much.
Mhm.
Parents did.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't have any bills to pay.
Mhm.
So, but I never did hear my parents complain.
Mhm.
Never did hear that.
Well, that's good.
So, yeah. So anyway.
All right.
If I can think of anything else, why I'll let you know.
All right. All right. Thank you so much.
Oh,
This was the Silverhawks News. Thank you for watching.